He mailed himself out of prison, literally. I am Detective Drayk, and by the time I first heard the name Richard Lee McNair, he had already slipped through more chains than most men ever wear. A convicted murderer, sentenced to life, then added to death row. But McNair, he had a habit of vanishing from places people don't walk out of alive. I remember standing in the blistering heat outside the federal pen in Louisiana. The kind of place built not just with concrete and steel, but with fear. Guards don't crack jokes here. Inmates don't fantasize. Yet McNair outsmarted them all. Not once, not twice, 3 times. The last question mark. A shipping pallet, an air hole, a prison shrink-wrap machine. He climbed inside a box of mail bags, and they mailed him out. The logistics alone are genius. The recklessness, colossal. But what struck me wasn't just the escape. It was the calm precision behind it. You don't crawl into a wooden coffin-sized crate and wait to be rolled past armed guards, unless you're either brilliant or suicidal. McNair was neither. He was just free in the head, long before his body ever caught up. I replayed the footage from the facility's dock. Just a forklift, humming, a stack of mail bags, still, then gone. Somewhere in that silence, he exhaled. The guards didn't know they were waving goodbye, and by the time they opened the crate, miles down the road, it was empty. He was gone. Thing is, this wasn't his first ghost act. Back in '88, he slipped out of a North Dakota jail through a vent, left behind nothing but a bent spoon and a mattress decoy. Months later, he was caught. He escaped again, then again. Each time he adjusted, refined, the way a watchmaker learns his gears. Most men on death row rot. He evolved. But what shook me most, the third escape wasn't even desperate. It was elegant, cold, like he'd accepted something long before we ever laid eyes on him. Maybe he wasn't just fleeing prison. Maybe he was fleeing the system that decided when a man deserves to stop breathing. I hunted him across borders, Canada, Montana. There was even a moment, snow dusting the hood of my car, tires humming over empty back roads, where I passed a jogger in the cold, fit, alone, glanced my way. McNair, I know it now. We made eye contact, and he smiled. He smiled. He was caught again, eventually, but he'd already won. Not because he got out, but because he showed us how fragile the cage really is. The illusion of control. People ask me why I keep going back to this one. Why a man mailing himself out of prison still keeps me up. Maybe it's because sometimes it's not the monster that's most terrifying. It's the mind behind the mask, and what it teaches us, that freedom is often a state of mind long before it's ever a physical place.